Hello, today we're going to talk about how to prevent your wrists from hurting with regard to practicing calligraphy. I'm frequently asked in class and online how I'm able to write for so long without my wrists hurting. So we're going to talk about some ways that you can avoid your wrists and arms hurting and ways to cope with it if they already are. First, let's talk about some ways that you can prevent your wrists and arms from hurting in the first place. So the first tip I have is good posture. Good posture is the key to writing for a long period of time without your wrists and body in general bothering you. The first thing I want to mention is that you should be writing always starting from your shoulder all the way down your arm, through your wrist and to your fingers, but not ever moving your wrist back and forth. So when you're holding the pen, your wrist and your arm stay in one line and it goes up and down and you press harder to get your thicker lines, but you're never angling your wrist to get the thicker lines. So it should be full arm movement for your letter connections or your oversized letters or your flourishes, and then finger movements for your smaller letters, your lowercase letters, or just forming a regular size letter in general. And lastly, when you're writing, you want to try to stabilize with your core and your legs, not really putting your full body weight on your arms. You definitely wouldn't want to be resting on your writing hand for sure. And though you should have your opposite hand up on the table, you wouldn't want to be completely leaning over on that hand. So that's going to cause this arm to hurt at the end of your work period. So remember that you should be stabilizing your body with your feet and your legs and your core rather than putting all your body weight on your arms. We cover posture in detail in one of our previous YouTube videos, so if you haven't checked it out and you want to learn more about improving your posture, make sure you check out that video. I have it linked below. It provides several tips on bettering your posture while you practice your calligraphy. So if you're already experiencing some pain from practicing your calligraphy, maybe the first part of this video has helped you understand why that might be, and you can implement those tips to help prevent it in the future. But if it's already happening, I want to give you a few quick exercises you can do to help relieve some of that pain. The first one would be to take breaks. So depending on how much work you have to get done in a day, or a week, you want to make sure that you're breaking it up into smaller groups of practice time. So maybe start out with an hour of work and then you step away from your desk and you kind of walk around, stretch, just go grab a cup of coffee or get something to eat. Just make sure you're taking frequent breaks until you're used to working for longer periods of time. The second one would be wrist rotation. So if you realize that you're writing more from moving your wrist, you're going to want to rotate your wrists around slowly to help relieve some of that pain. One of the other things you can do is rub the muscles in your hands. Always feels better if someone else does this for you, maybe your significant other, or you can just do it yourself, maybe rub the muscles in your arms. A couple last quick exercises you can do. Just pressing your palms together will help relieve some of that stress in your wrist. Heavy spirit type piano fingers where you're moving the muscles in your fingers slowly, sort of the way you would with a stress ball. You can get a stress ball. They actually make a tool that you can put around each finger and slowly move them open and shut. It helps a lot. Those are a few quick exercises you can do if your wrists are already hurting you. Just remember that calligraphy is like any other type of exercise, like going to the gym. If you go to the gym one day and you work out for an hour, you're going to be sore the next day. But the more you practice and build up your muscle strength, you're going to be able to work for a longer period of time. It's just like that. So keep it up, don't give up, and we'll see you back here next time.